Shalom, shalom. Once again, this brother Balm a lot coming at you with a lesson. I don't know how long this lesson is gonna be, but this lesson is gonna go into the book of Deuteronomy, the 15th chapter. We're gonna read it all, and and it got me thinking, because you often hear Elder Yashawamba and the apostles, they all often talk about a righteous society, man. And that's what we're looking for. That's why we're hastening, that the return of Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Why? Because we're looking for what? A well-established society, man. And you're not going to get a well-established society, if Esau Edom continues, to have rule over the whole globe. So before we get started, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to the Akim and the Aqua out there listening and learning. To you, I say shalom. And again, this brother Balm a lot, man, and I'm going to try to slow down my pace. I'm going to try to hit the points, hit the precept, and keep it moving, because I know I can, I can get long-winded. Sometimes when you get long-winded, man, you might just go off a little bit. So let's go to the book of Romans, the 13th chapter, man. And then we're going to come to the book of Deuteronomy, the 15th chapter. So let's go to Romans chapter 13 and verse, we'll start at verse 8. And we'll read the keys in point. It's in 8, 9, and 10. So the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 8, it says, "Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law." That's why we're going to read the book of Deuteronomy, the 15th chapter, because that's the book of the law, right? Verse 9, it says, "For this thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." Verse 10, Romans 13 and 10, it say, "Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore love is the fulfilling of the law." 9 and 10 really said a lot, man, because especially here in Esau's society, man, one of the things that's pushed heavily, here is adultery. It's also pushed heavily, Esau himself, he always going about the earth killing. Thou shalt not kill. And it's saying thou shalt not murder, because the book of Ecclesiastes tell you that for every season for every reason there's a season. Roughly paraphrase. Matter of fact, let me get that. I wasn't even gonna get that. Let's go to Ecclesiastes, verse 3. It said, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. It said, "For everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven." And we're just going to go right to verse 3. "A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up." We're in a time, because Esau Edom is in a time of kill. But we, the hopeful elect and hopeful 1/3, we're in a time to build up. We're trying to build up hopeful elect that are scattered through the four corners of the earth. We're building them up what? In the Holy Scriptures. We're building them up what? So that they can repent and call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's the time that we're living in. And because there's a time, because Esau, he's about to go to these wars. You already got all these wars that are starting to take place on the planet Earth. I have to say it every lesson. You got the Israelis and the Palestinians. You got what? China and Taiwan about to pop off. You got Russia and what's that? Ukraine over there popping off. You got North Korea and South Korea really gonna be popping it off pretty soon. So that's gonna be a time to kill, man, because when you go to war, what happens? You kill. The thing with Esau Edom, he's constantly at war with people. He's constantly at war with people because he's constantly what? He's constantly trying to take people's natural resources. He's constantly trying to take, oppress a man and his heritage. That's why you hear the brothers, the apostles, and you hear the elders and the bishops saying, "Hey, man, we need a new ruler, man. We need it. We are hastening the return of Mashiach Yahushua because we need a new ruler on the planet Earth. So let's get right to the Holy Scriptures, man. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 15 chapter. And we're gonna read it all. I'm gonna hit a point and I'm gonna keep it moving. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 15 and verse 1. It said, at the end of every 7 years, thou shalt make a release. And say after every 7 years, you should make a release. It's saying, after 7 years, man, we'll keep reading. We'll keep reading. It's verse 2. It's saying, this is the manner of release. Every creditor that lendeth out aught unto his neighbor shall release it. He shall not exact it of his neighbor or his brother, because it is called the Lord's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's release. So after every 7 years, man, you're supposed to have a release. See, with Esau, he don't came up with a system now. What? He don't came up with a system now when you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all are what? Going to finance cars, for 10 and 12 years now. Y'all financing cars after 10 and 12 years. Why? Because he don't made the average car payment. The average truck price in America is damn near over $100,000. So you got to pay for that truck, 10, 12 years. See, but after every 7 years, the Most High said you got to make a release. The Most High, that's why it came out of the book. Let's go back to Romans 13. It says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. Is that showing love when you just making a truck price over $100,000? So you getting Jake and Eve out here to finance all these expensive vehicles? And it also shows that our people are foolish, man. But also it shows that, the debauchery and the wickedness of Esau Edom and his kingdom. Because love worketh no ill towards his neighbor, right? And love is the fulfilling of the law. Where's the love at for Esau Edom to say, hey, man, I'm not going to make these prices of these vehicles. I'm not going to make the prices of these homes, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 so the average person can't live. Let's continue reading. Verse 3. It say, of a foreigner thou may exact it again. But that which is thine with thine, listen, let's read that again. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again. So he's saying with a foreigner, you may exact, that usury, that interest. And Esau Edom know that you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, they know that we are foreigners to this land. That's why they use that usury. That's why they don't follow the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's law, statutes, and commandments. Because they know that we're separate people. It said two nations are in thy wombs, two manner of people, will be born from Rebecca. They understand this. of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again. But that which is thine with thy brother, thine hand shall release. So you're supposed to release it, man, from your neighbor, your brother, your kinsman. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't got so accustomed over here as well. You got businesses and y'all are lending out to your Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, your nationality, your compadres, and y'all won't even release, the usury after 7 years. It's okay for you to do that to a foreigner. And Esau Edom, he know that we are foreigners to this land. So he understand that, hey, he don't have to follow the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's law, statutes, commandments. That's why he continue, to make usury of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Verse 4. Save when there shall be no poor among you. Let's read that again. This Deuteronomy 15:4. Save when there shall be no poor among you. For the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. See, the reason why we need law, statutes, commandments, because, man, we wouldn't look down on our brother nakedness, man. We wouldn't look down on our brother, if they was poor. Because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he commanded us that we give even the poor man, you're supposed to give him, that is sufficient for himself. And it's going to say that in the scripture, man. But in this society, no, they love for you, to be pushing a goddamn garbage cart. You know, Mr. E love to see Jay pushing a garbage cart with one shoe on and one shoe off, goddamn, with a big ass sports jacket on. You know, with a hat on his head, and it's 199 degrees outside. See, he love that. See you pushing up and down, motherfucking goddamn, what road? What road I'ma say? Pushing up and down. You know, we'll say Glenwood. You know, pushing up and down Callan Road with a damn golf cart. Verse 4 again. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord Yahweh shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess. Verse 5, this is Deuteronomy 15:5. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh shall thy power to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day. Verse 6, for the Lord Yahweh thy power blesseth thee as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow, and thou shalt not reign over, and thou shalt reign over many nations, but thou shalt not reign over, but they shall not reign over thee. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh said, all we have to do is keep the law, statutes, commandments, man, that we would lend to many nations, and we would reign over many nations, and they won't reign over us, man. See, but we went off. We went off. But Esau don't twisted that shit. That's why Esau reigning over many nations right now. And that's why they go and they conquer. They use that sword that they was blessed with. And they'll go to these different countries and they'll conquer that country. And what? They'll put that Federal Reserve note over there, that greenback, that dollar bill. They'll make their countries trade and use that as their country's currency. And they'll tell their country that y'all currency ain't worth shit. That $1 of American dollar is worth, is worth what? $10 or $20 of your foreign currency. See, Esau Edom know how to, he don't took and what? Because he don't turn everything upside down. Verse 7. This is Deuteronomy 15:7. It say, if there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates, in thy land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from the poor brother. So you shouldn't harden your hand or shut your heart from that poor brother, man. You're supposed to give that brother ample enough so that that brother can sustain himself. See, Esau, Edom, they don't see that as a way of fulfilling one of the God's law. Love worketh no ill towards his neighbor. See, in America, man, again, America, all you got to do is, you can bring homeless encampments, everybody living in tents. See, cause Esau, he don't give a damn. He don't even give a damn about his own brethren. As he go out and he see his own brethren, they on drugs, strung out, living in tents. And then you got those that are working homeless. People that, when they say working homeless, people that have jobs full-time, working 40, 80 hours a week, that can't afford a place to live. See, but that's how Esau want to reign. Because he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. He's that devil that the Bible speaks of. Verse 7 again, it said, if there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within thy gates, say a poor man of thy brothers within thy gates. What else it said? In the land which the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh shall thy power give thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from that poor brother. How you gonna shut your hand from that poor brother? You're gonna give him some money, man. You're gonna give him some money so that he can go live. You're gonna give him some money so he can go buy some food. You're gonna give him some money so that he can sustain himself. Let's see what verse 8 said. But thou shalt open thy hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need and that which he wanteth. So you're going to open your hand, you're going to, so he can what? Give him everything that he need and what he want. That's what Esau Edom, that's what that's how a righteous society is reigned on, man. It's ran. That's how a righteous society should be operated. But not here in Babylon the Great. Here in Babylon the Great, a righteous society is the haves and the have-nots. The haves looking at the have-nots like, oh, they should have, we don't know what kind of bridges they don't cross with their family. We don't know what they don't done. They probably don't did this and that and this and that. They can make their own decision. No, if a righteous society, you wouldn't allow them to have the borders open and bring drugs over here into the borders. A righteous leader, he wouldn't allow drugs. The pharmaceutical company to just push out all these opioids and get your people all effed up. That's what a righteous leader would do. That's what a righteous leader govern in society, man. Verse 9. This is Deuteronomy 15:9. It said, beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart. Damn, if I lend to him, then I'm gonna have to lend in that one. If I lend to that one, I gotta lend to the next one. If I gotta lend to the next one, I'm gonna have to lend to the next one. They all gonna be coming beating down my door because they all gonna want something. See, that's how Esau think. Esau, he created conditions, of poverty and drug abuse. He created conditions and then looked down at you. But what did the Lord say? Let's read verse 8 again, verse 9 again. This is Deuteronomy 15:9. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the 7th year, the year of release is at hand, and thine eye be evil against the poor brother, and thou giveth him not. And he cry unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua against thee, and that be sin unto thee. So the righteous, if they understood, they'll be crying. They'll be crying to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But see, they cry to the same oppressor. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all get to crying, and y'all go crying to y'all government. See, you should be crying to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's the thing. That's what he's saying. Let's read that again, man. Beware. Verse 9, this is Deuteronomy 15:9. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, because we know that 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native American got a wicked heart, but there's no one on the planet Earth have a more wicked heart than Esau Edom. Because Esau Edom said, damn, 7 years is almost up. This guy still ain't close to paying for his payment. I'm going to add 3 more years on it. I'm not going to allow him to just walk away with a vehicle that I allow. I already don't make thousands upon thousands. He don't pay for the car twice. They don't pay for the houses that they live in 3 and 4 or 5 times. They don't pay for them houses. But no, we gonna give them a 30-year mortgage, and then we're gonna charge them, the property tax once they pay off their house. See, after 7 years, man, you should have been on paid for that house. But not in Esau's society. Esau be like, no, sorry, no. I'm not gonna allow you to walk away with. You ain't beat me like that, cause Esau feel like he getting beat. Cause this 7 years should be the year of release, man. That's why you take out wickedness in the society, man. Let's continue reading. Verse 10. Thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved. You should give, and your heart shouldn't be grieved, man. That's what a righteous leader does, man. That's what a righteous society ran. You're going to give, especially when you don't conquer everybody's natural resources. You don't rape, rob, and pillage everyone resources, and you got more money than you can continue to print. Let's read that at 10. Thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him. Because that for this thing the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua thy power shall bless thee in all thy works and in all that thou puttest thy hand to do unto. So the Lord gonna bless you. He'll bless you, and that's why we're looking for a righteous ruler, man. We're gonna get that too. We're looking for a righteous ruler in due time, man. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gonna set up a more righteous ruler that's more profitable to us, man. Y'all think in the kingdom, man, y'all gonna see niggas strung out, opioids and all these other hard-ass drugs. Y'all think y'all gonna see Jake walking down the street, man, with one goddamn dress shoe on, with wool socks on, pushing a goddamn grocery buggy? No, man, you're not gonna see any of that. You're not going to see any of that. You're not going to see no Israelites, man. No homeless living in tents. You're not going to see no Israelites, man, just out here begging for food with a sign, you know, at your next traffic light, you know, anything will help. You're not going to see all of that, man. But because Esau, Edom, what? He forsaken the laws of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You see all the wickedness, you know, that is being here. Esau got plenty of money. He owned the banks. He owned it, you know, he owned the banks that build the houses. But what did he do? Instead of him making houses more profitable, what they do, they tell y'all niggas that they're gonna build these little tiny homes. They tell y'all niggas that what they do, they gonna go to Home Depot and they gonna get a shed and say, hey, we're gonna make tiny homes out of these sheds for the homeless. That's their answer, you know, to homelessness. We're gonna build a one-room goddamn shed, a tiny home for them. And it's just a room and a window. Verse 11. It say, for the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother, to the poor and to the needy in thy land. You're supposed to open your hand wide, you know, to the poor in the land, man. Esau ain't opening up his hand wide, man. Oh, the beautiful thing, man, about the kingdom, you know, Israel gonna be on the top. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're gonna be on the top. So you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, somebody telling, you know, calling y'all poor. Cause that'll be wickedness on our side. Now we don't came into the kingdom of heaven. We governors over the kingdom of heaven, and we still got Jake them out here, you know, with goddamn with nappy ass head, you know, with no ain't showered in 8-9 months, laying on a park bench, you know, and with a cup so people can walk by and put donations in. See, that's the shit you see here in America, Babylon the Great. A country that's got more than enough money, more than enough wealth. Let's continue reading, man. Verse 12, Deuteronomy 15:12. And if thy brother, an Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee and serve thee 6 years, then in thy 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. That's talking about indentured servitude. See, we came over here and we served chattel servitude. We served hardcore slavery. See, they had it. See, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, because y'all don't read and y'all don't know how to comprehend. See, when the British and the French so-called and what came over here, they came over here, some of them caught on ships and came over here free. And so they had to pay their way. After a certain period of time, they had to work. But at the end of that time they worked, they gave them land. They gave them what? They gave them a place to live. They gave them all these things. But see, when we came over here on chattel slavery, you know, we had to work for 400 years. You know, so when we left, all we left with was the clothes on our back, with a stick, with a big old bag tied to the back of the stick. You see in the movies, they often portray how Jake is walking with that long goddamn cane pole with a bag talking, you know, tied to the back of it. See, in the ancient time, man, if we had a servant and he worked 6 years, you know, you would allow him to go. Unless, and we're going to continue to get to that, because we're coming into this time period as well, where Esau, Edom would want you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans to be what? A perpetual slave towards him. See, this is an old message, but it's also in a new day. Verse 13, verse 12 again. And if thy brother, an Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. See, we served 400 years. They didn't allow us to go free. They had to what? They had to have a civil war in order for them to what? Emancipate you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans from private ownership to the government. Verse 13. This is Deuteronomy 15:13. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. See, when we left, when we, after the 400 years, they sent us away. They said, hey, we're going to get y'all 50 acres on a mule. But that never came to pass. See, Esau, he understand, he know the laws. He know the law, statute, commandments on usury. He know the law, statute, commandments, on the 7th year. But he's not going, what? Psalms 50, 16, and 17. Go read it. Psalms 50, 16, and 17. Go read it. Verse 14. This is Deuteronomy 15 and verse 14. Thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thine flock, and out of thy floor, and out of thine winepress, of that wherewith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua thy power has blessed thee, thou shalt give unto him. So you're supposed to give to, man worked for you 6 years, on the 7th-year release. You're supposed to give him a whole bunch of things, man. You don't just send him out naked. You don't just send him out as a vagabond and say, hey, y'all gonna make y'all own way. And that's what they did to our ancestors after, we served 400 years of slavery. Y'all niggas just go out there and make y'all own way. Then y'all went to go sharecropping. Then what they did, they charged up everything. So what you was continuing to be in slavery. Verse 15, Deuteronomy 15 and 15. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua thy power redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing today. Verse 16, because we got to understand that we was what a bondman in Egypt. And we are synonymous, we were once again in bondage here in Egypt, Babylon the Great. Verse 16, and it should be, if he say unto thee, I will go away from thee, because he said, let's read that again, Salaki, let me slow it down. Verse 16, Deuteronomy 15 and 16. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee. Verse 17, then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever, and also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise. We're gonna look up this awl, but we're gonna bring it up in a concordance. A boring instrument. Matter of fact, we're gonna go on a blue letter. Let's go to blue letter. Because you Negro Latinos and Native Americans need help, man. Let's go. Let's get this all. Matsea. It's an awl. It's a boring instrument. Same thing it was saying on there. I was just trying to get you the word in the Hebrew.
Strong's H 4836. Matsea.
And we know that all today is going to be the digital MOT to the B, which is going to be the C hip that you're going to put in your right hand and your forehead. And you're going to say, hey, that we'll be a servant to you, Esau, Edom, for the rest of our lives. We're not going to serve the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because the Lord said, do not get that C hip. Do not get that all put in that charagma put in your hand or your forehead. He didn't have an ear, let him hear. Verse 18, this is Deuteronomy 15 and 18. And it shall not seem hard unto thee when thou sendest him away free from thee, for he have been worth a double hired servant. See, our ancestors were worth a double hired servant, man. Why? Because they breeded the slave. They breeded slaves, man, just so that they can sell our ancestors to different parts of the country. At least in the southern region, man. They sold your son, to Alabama. They probably sold your brother up there to Louisiana. They probably sold your other sister to Georgia. Then they sold your other brother and your uncle and your dad up to Virginia. to South Carolina. See, we spread it all over. So it's no surprise when you go to these places, man, and you might see somebody be like, damn, that joker look just like, such and such and such and such. And you be like, well, hell, man, they sold our ancestors up and down the southern parts of the United States of America. Verse 19. This Deuteronomy 15 and 19. And the firstling male that come of thy herd and the flock, thou shalt sanctify. And that's the Lord going into the firstling. Everything firstling belong to the Lord. That first sheep, that first goat, that first everything, that was a sacrifice made unto the Lord with the firstling. And the first male child that come out of the womb, he belonged to the Lord, man. That's what we are, man. The men of the Lord that are on the highways and the byways, man. We belong to the Lord. That's why we continue to push this gospel, push this truth. We bring out all the Esau flaws, man. And we bringing out his flaws right now, and how a righteous ruler would govern a society. And how a wicked ruler would govern a society. Verse 19, all the firstling males that come of thy herd and of thy flock thou shalt sanctify unto the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua thy power. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock, nor shear, nor firstling of thy sheep. Verse 20, thou shalt eat it before the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua thy power, year by year, in the place which the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua shall choose, thou and thy household. Verse 21, Deuteronomy 20, 15 and 21. And if there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame or blind, or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sanctify it unto the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua thy power. And that's what 2/3 of y'all represent, man. Y'all are blemished. 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we know that Esau Edom, he's blemished. Why? Because the Most High created him in Malachi 1 and 6 to be the wicked of the earth, man. And now 2/3 of y'all what? Y'all should be what? The firstling of the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh's flock. But y'all are blemished, man. Y'all are blemished sheep, man. Let's read that again. And if there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame, 2/3 of y'all are lame, y'all blind, or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua thy power. And y'all not going to be sacrificed to the Most High Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Because what? Y'all want to be under the reins and y'all want to be under the authority of Esau Edom. Y'all love the wickedness. Y'all love to go when y'all see the homeless. Y'all can look and y'all can hit y'all chest and be like, glad that ain't me. Y'all love to see when people losing their hot homes and stuff, y'all say, maybe they should have went to college. That's what Jacob say. I went to college, I got me 3 and 4 degrees. Because Jake wicked like that. Jake and Eve. Especially Eve with her 3 and 4 degrees. But now they got that run a moratorium out there. Now the degrees ain't doing y'all all too well. See, because Esau, y'all don't gave y'all hand, y'all don't been hand in hand with the serpent. Now the serpent saying, hey, y'all got to pay all these student loan debt back. See, because after you've been out of school 25 years and you still paying student loan debt. How about the 7-year release, man? Esau Edom like, nah, man, I don't care if you've been out of school 7 years. I don't care if you've been out of school 20 years. You still going to pay us our entry, our usury. That's why you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't quite understand, this devil. That's why y'all continue to complain. Y'all continue to complain before the government. But y'all should be reading the book of Deuteronomy, the 15th chapter, and complaining to the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, say, hey, Lord, this guy's not running the country right. He's not running the world right. Now y'all go to y'all local state representative, y'all local leaders, so that they can go tell the senator, Senator, we need to try to get that student loan debt. And the senator like, shit, man, we ain't doing nothing with that. That's a dead issue. But we'll tell them that, we working with the president to come about with a solution. See, a wicked leader, he gonna rule the society wickedly. Verse 22, verse 22. It said, thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean person shall eat it alike, as the roebuck and as the hart. Only thou shalt not eat the blood thereof, and thou shalt pour it upon the ground as the water. See, and that's what Esau Edom, man. You know, and Esau Edom, what he'll pour your blood out, because what? He'll work you to your damn hands. He'll work you to death. He'll work you till the blood start coming through the pores of your skin. Now that's why you see all these old seniors that are working at Walmart and greetings, you know, working at cash registers. You see all the seniors, you know why? Because Esau Edom, he got a wicked society, man. His rulership is wicked. Everything about this place is ran in wickedness. But 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans don't quite see it. The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, gave us the law of how everything should be handled. You know, every 7 years, a year of release. Shouldn't be paying no mortgage for no 30 years. You shouldn't be paying no car payment for no 12 and 13 years. You shouldn't see homeless people out on the streets, man. You shouldn't see working homeless people. You shouldn't see people addicted to drugs, you know, just out and about. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. We're going to close it out. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 1. And the point is in verse 5, but we're going to read down. It say, wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. The government of a prudent man is well ordered. How can it be well ordered? He follows the law, statutes, commandments of the Holy Scriptures, man. Why? Because love worketh no ill towards his neighbor, right? We just read that out of Romans, the 13th chapter, verse 2. It said, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And what manner of rulers is the judge is all the people, man. Your ruler right now, he is dementia. He got dementia. And you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, and other heathen nations, y'all just walk around like y'all don't know what the hell is going on. Y'all don't understand that we in the midst of World War III. Y'all don't understand that. He got dementia, and 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, along with the heathens, everybody got dementia. They was just bumping into shit, just falling down. You know, everything is in wickedness, and everybody like okay with it. Nobody is signing and crying, but the hopeful elect and the hopeful 1/3. Like, damn, Lord, how long we got to suffer this? How long we got to suffer at the hands of this wicked nigga, man? Verse 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 3. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city is inhabited. An unwise king destroyeth the people, man. But through the prudence of them that are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. But the prudence, the city should be inhabited, man. An unwise king, he destroying the people. Look at you. Look how 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are operating. Look how y'all moving, you know, in the last days. Y'all moving in wickedness, man. Y'all moving in wickedness. Y'all moving as if y'all don't have a care in the world. You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are doing more complaining, man. Talking about your jobs. Talking about you not have enough money. Look how y'all moving. Because the king don't destroy it, y'all. He giving all the money to Ukraine. They not investing anything into American society. Because they know America is circling the drain. And the only people that don't know this is 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you make America great again, people. Y'all the only ones see that America is circling the drain. Y'all don't see it, though. But the prophets back on the earth and the teachers, they understand and they see the signs of the times. And we're telling you, Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all better start crying to the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Verse 4. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 4, Sirach, it said, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Let's read that again, man, because that's what we're looking for. We're hastening the return of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 4. It said, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. Who is more profitable than the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, our Lord and Savior, King David, and the governing body. We're coming into a time period, man, Jacob's trouble. We're coming into a time period, man, where we're hastening the return of Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, so that the world, even the other nations, man, when we come back into rulership, man, when we come back into the rulership, you know, in Proverbs 29 and 2, when we come back into rulership, the nation's going to be rejoicing. But yeah, they got to go pay their penalty. And there's a penalty, man, you know, for forsaking the ways of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native American penalty is that y'all going to get consumed with the lake of fire. Esau, Edom, and other heathen nations, penalty is that they're going to go into 1,000 years of slavery. See, y'all going to get born again. Esau, Edom, they're going to be coming back, you know, regeneration, those spirits going to be coming back because they're going to have to pay a heavy price, a heavy penalty. There's a heavy penalty for them. And we thank the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah that they got to pay that penalty. Our ancestors paid that penalty, and we are our ancestors. We paid that price. We paid that price for what? For turning our backs on the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, for forsaking his ways. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 5. It says, in the hand of the Most High Yahweh is the prosperity of man, and upon the persons of the scribe shall he lay his honor. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah about to lay his honor, man, upon 2/3. I'm missing on the hopeful elect and the hopeful 1/3. So lock you on the hopeful elect and the hopeful 1/3, man. Because we are blessed. Because we're going to serve the Lord with all our heart and with all our soul. So we're going to close it out there, man. You know, a righteous ruler, a society ruled in wickedness. This is an example, Babylon the Great. The kingdom to come, a society ruled in righteousness under the Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. And, you know, we all going to get to see it. We all going to get to see it. And we truly going to be blessed. And right now, we are blessed, but we are truly going to be blessed in that day. So we're going to close it out there. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you, I say, Shalom.